Worship is all I do. Let's worship. Let's worship.
Worship Gateway TV, connecting you to heaven.
Worship is all I do. Let's worship. Let's worship.
Worship Gateway TV, connecting you to heaven.
Worship is all I do. Let's worship. Let's worship.
Worship Gateway TV, connecting you to heaven.
Worship is all I do. Let's worship. Let's worship.
Worship Gateway TV, connecting you to heaven.
Worship is all I do. Let's worship. Let's worship.
Worship Gateway TV, connecting you to heaven.
Yeah, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Gospel Time. My name is Amart. Today is another episode 4. I believe that over the week, God has been faithful. God has been good. No matter the circumstances, God has taken us through. Today, we're going to have another wonderful discussion. Trust me. I believe this month is all about relationship, because today's topic is also about relationship. People who are planning to get married, and they are having few issues and they want answers to it. And I want to put it on record that all the stories that we talk about over here are real stories that the people need immediate answers and counsel to. So even when we are done, we try to get good counselors for those people so that they can also get answers to whatever situation they are going through. This is Gospel Time. My name is Amart, and we have two wonderful guests who are going to help me do this discussion. Before I introduce them, let's go for this quick commercial break. We'll be back shortly. Yeah, welcome back from that short commercial break. You're watching Gospel Time right here on Worship Gateway TV. My name is Amart, and like I told you, today is another episode. We're going to talk about a relationship issue that I believe that every young person, every young lady, every young gentleman, every elderly person, lecturer, teacher, whatever it is, you have to listen to this and take advice from it, because it's very, very important. We might be discussing it and you think it's a normal thing, but it's something that is really happening in our society and in our country, both in Ghana and outside. So to do that discussion with me, before I tell you what the issue is, on my left is Reverend Alex Sego. He's the associate pastor of Destiny Transformation Center. You're welcome, Osofo.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so also on my right, I call her my mommy. She's my mommy, like, trust me. She's one wonderful woman. She's Mrs. Abigail Chachu. She's a deaconess at the Apostolic Church Ghana, Kwashiman Central. You're welcome, mommy.
Thank you so much.
So I've introduced my guests, as you know them, Reverend Alex and Mrs. Or Deaconess Abigail Chachu. And my name is Amart, as usual, the only governor on your TV show. So this is the issue. There's this wonderful young man who decided to tie the knot with his girlfriend. And so they've planned to go and see their parents. So the guy said, okay, sweetheart, let's go and see my dad so that we can start preparations towards our marriage. So the lady, for reasons I don't want to really understand, because we didn't ask into details, the lady was like, can you let me see the picture of your father? I don't know whether it was the Holy Ghost who spoke to her or it was her instinct, or I just don't know. But because people wouldn't ask for pictures or whatever it is, but all of a sudden she was like, can I see the picture of your father? And the guy was like, no problem. So he decided to show the picture to this wonderful lady. And the lady, in seeing the picture, was like, yeah, Asamaba. And what is the issue? In her mind, the guy didn't know. In her mind, she's saying that this particular father-in-law to be happens to be her lecturer in school, who they were having some intimate intercourse while she was in school. And this is what she was doing. She actually usually take videos and pictures of them having affair. And now she was using it to blackmail the man, which is the guy's father, in order for her to get money. Now this is the man you're going to marry, the son. The question she's asking us, and she's asking everybody who is watching, is that should she go ahead to tell the son so that they find a solution to it, or she should back off, or like she's confused. So she doesn't know what to do. So I believe that our guests here today, because they are married couples, they are parents, trust me, they are parents, and they understand this situation, and I believe that they are going to be of good help. But not to forget, please like and share and make sure you comment, and don't forget, please press that subscribe button. So I want to start with you, Reverend Alex. Now this is the issue. So what do you think, before we even go to what the girl should do? I believe this discussion is going to be more or less like an advice to young people, and then even our lecturers and all that. So before we even go there, how do you see such acts among students when they go to these university schools and having affair with their lecturers and all that? What do you say about that?
Thank you very much, and good evening to all our viewers worldwide. This issue is a big issue, and talking about our students nowadays, one thing that they should know: going to the university or the school, you are building your future, and every stone you put down counts. You see, when you are building a story building and you don't use right material at the foundation, you should bear in mind that at the time you have finished roofing and you have to go into that building, you might have the shock of your life that that whole building can collapse. What am I saying? Going to school, you are going to build your career, your moral standard, and all that goes into it. You have to learn. You have been sent there to learn. Open your mind and build something for yourself. So why will you try to cut corners in order to be able to make life or make the future? By all means, some of these things will come back at you. So I think it's not good when they send you to school. Go and learn and put all your best into it, and make sure that at the end you come out very clean and excellent. And when you have your certificate, you really be proud of the work you have put in, and it will also show when you come to the world, the practical aspect of it. You'll be able to give out what you have in. You cannot give out what you don't have in. If you sell yourself for grades, or you do something nasty just for grades, when you come out there, bear in mind you are coming to work. What are you going to put out there? Let me pause here and we'll continue.
God bless you so much. Whatever you have put inside is what you take out. So bear in mind that it's not about that moment, it's about the future, it's about tomorrow. So whatever you are sowing, make sure that you are sowing and sowing it well. Mr. Shashu, I want to also ask you this question, that sometimes the students want to blame the lecturers, that sometimes they rather bring the request that if you don't sleep with me, I will fail you. And this is probably a paper that if you don't pass, then school now work for the past 4 or 8 years, it is just camouflage. What would you say to students who get this request from their lecturers?
Thank you so much, and good evening to all our lovely viewers out there. With this students and lecturers affair has been there since, and I think that if a lecturer comes to you with such a proposal, you are there to learn, as Reverend just said. So I don't see why you should agree to such a thing. In fact, I call those students very lazy ones, because if you don't want to learn and you want straight A's, it is impossible. So why don't you study hard or learn hard? You can easily report such lecturer to the authorities, because he cannot bring, you came there to learn, and I don't think any lecturer would want his daughter to go to school for any older man to defile the girl before she comes out of school. So it is not about the lecturers bringing it. It's about you individually telling the lecturer why you are there. Yes, because opa obejiatum sawupa obejiatum adenti na teacher beka we achiro now se chinchini anchi and his lecture na kanti. Did the lecturer take you to his room or to the hotel room? No, you walked there yourself. So it is both of you, and it's like an agreement. So she agreed and he also agreed, and whatever happened. So I would seriously want to advise our young ladies that they are not saying that. In fact, young ladies of today don't know. When back in the 90s, when we were in school, it is difficult for me to know what is Instagram or what is Facebook. There was nothing like that. So I can't even video you or do whatever it is. In fact, I cannot even take you a picture because there was no phone then. And when phones started coming, we got this Nokia 3310. How can I take a video with that one? So there's a humble request. So you stand on your feet. Be firm. Be very firm. At least not for you alone, but for the effort your parents are putting for you to get to where you are. It is not everyone who got the opportunity to go to the university. So it's a privilege, one, to you. So, let's end here. We'll continue. Thank you.
Wow, you see, Oba Kata, who say, in other words, you as a woman, direct translation is cover yourself and hide it. Cover yourself and hide it, because it's very, very for the right time and for the right person, not for everybody. But Reverend, you know, sometimes when you discuss some of these issues with some of these young, some of the students, it looks like it is something that they've come to see as a norm. They've seen it as a norm. Say one file lecture and da. All my grades, and a grades news to say unyaswa obebo receipt. Now receipt no so kotia. And until if the lecturer is still your lecturer, so far as he has asked you that he wants to have an affair with you, you can risk it like 1,000 times and he can decide not to. And there are times you go and report like you were saying, but nothing is done about it. So let's assume that probably some of them go and report and nothing is done about it. What should be this student's next step towards such act?
Thank you once again. I think, like you are saying, it has become like a norm. I have my philosophy that in everything somebody starts it. The institutions at the top, that's supposed to be a check on these lecturers for such deviance, are not doing their work as is supposed. That is why it's like they have field day. But that also should not stop the students who are really learning to continue reporting such acts. I believe that if you have a lot of them that are being confronted with such situations, going up to other authorities and to the highest authority, and even to the extent of demonstrating against such acts, and one of them is being caught and put before the law and face the law, this thing will end. But because people are afraid, and also as they are afraid, nobody is ready to push it. Though those are the top that are supposed to check this, the thing has not been pushed to them hard, like they will act accordingly. If many you have some higher authorities daughter push this and somebody also push it, and it end up that a lecturer is being sued with other evidence, they will set up, or even the institution are being sued with other evidence, and maybe they are being charged with something, they will set up. Oh yes, they have maybe the laws also should be they have a law that people will be found, and that's what I said. Those regulators, are they working? They are part of the people who are. Exactly. So if they are working, because they have such bodies within that institution to prevent some of this deviance, but those laws enforcers there are not working. They are also connive with these people. They are their friends, you see. And once they are not working, maybe certain law enforcement institution outside that institution should take up such issues and sue the whole institution and bring those in such act to book. I bet you these things will be the thing of the past in no time.
If we are watching us, this is Gospel Time. My name is Amart, and we are discussing a very serious issue. If you just joined, it's about a young man who is going to get married, and the lady happened to have an affair with the guy's father whilst she was in school, and now they're going to get married. And here's the case: he's been blackmailing the man while she was in school. So the question is, she doesn't know what to do. So I think at this point we would want to dive straight to what the issue is at hand for today. So, mommy, since you're a woman, and this is a woman who is confused and she doesn't know what to do. She's confused whether to back out, whether to tell the man, because Chi will say, "What told them?" She has fallen inside the love. She can't do anything without this guy. And they've come a long way for her to say because of such acts. But based on what has happened in the past, there are consequences to that. So what do you think she should do as at this time? Because she wants a solution.
Thank you so much. But ni unim said there's a saying, "Uye bibia enshene," meaning that when you are doing something today, don't just limit yourself to the circumstances around, but focus on the future. What I'm doing today will probably affect whatever I would experience or meet in the future. So this is where the lady has gone wrong. Seriously, I will tell her, let me be frank. If you are going to tell this guy, enukra kaimemukra eye tabu eye mojafra. What dada? In fact, what saying dada? How can this guy even accept the fact that my father has already slept with my wife? Can he accept it? Ghana na yewono. Our traditions would not even permit or accept such things at all. So, personally, I would tell this lady, Madam Fu, back off, because because it will get to a time, even if the guy would even accept this lady, it will surprise you, the man will not say exactly what happened then. He will tell the son that some lecturers and some other students were even having an affair with this lady when I was even her lecturer. He will even stand somewhere. In fact, when they marry, it won't sustain. I am telling you, this thing will hunt this girl down forever. We are on the set, but let's be frank. It will shock you that if this man should accept that this lady marries the son, this man will go out and come back, and when the son is not around, will even come back and come and continue what they started some years back. So please, for me, back out and be free, so that that will serve as a punishment for what you did in the past. It will serve as a punishment. So now you are in love. In fact, this guy would have been the best husband in the world. Hey, but you messed up. You messed up. So now pay for that one in your own coin. Simple.
But there's a saying that Jesus came to die for our sins. So if Jesus has died for our sins, why is she paying back? Or I should say that in as much as God will forgive you, you will face certain consequences. For example, you're going to get a lady pregnant, and the pregnancy is still there. God has forgiven you, but the child is coming. So you face the consequences. So that is what she should do now. So, ladies and gentlemen, this gospel time, and we are still talking about this lady's issue, and she's asking what she should do. Please keep your comments coming so that we can read it. And before you go, please subscribe and also like, and make sure you share it to somebody so that they can also have interactions about this issue. Who knows? Maybe your friend might be going through such issue, and she isn't saying it, but she's going through it. So also, for as Mrs. Chachu has said, she should back off. And like I'm saying, this lady, Watodom, she has fallen inside love, and the man also has fallen inside love. In fact, he has rejected all the ladies around him in order for him to have this lady. And now this is what has happened. What would you also tell the lady? What should she do?
Thank you very much. I think Mrs. Chachu have already said it. You know, there are certain things that you do. It's some of them become things that will haunt you forever. Now, how will she relate to the father-in-law, even if the man agrees? You see, and even like Mrs. Chachu said, even after marriage, if let's say the father agreed, he didn't make any comment, that one alone raises question marks. Yes. Oh yes. Maybe say, oh, this thing that, like, maybe for all you know, previously during the school days when he was a lecturer, he was enjoying, and after school he has not got such services, and for all you know, he was even looking for this lady, and now, yes, and now, like the previously slave trade, and now the slaves themselves go and sell themselves. You see, so I will personally, if the lady really like her life and better future, she should just back out and start somewhere on a clean different sheet, because once you are going to this family, that still will be hunting her at the back of her mind. Now, even if he say he will tell this guy, how would the guy take it? Am I going to accept this girl as somebody I'm sharing her with my father? Used to. I'm going to be a rival to my father? Or what? There are a lot against the wife, and for all you, a lot of things will come into this. So the best, it doesn't matter. Don't think wato on tin no film on tin tear it. There's a lot of tin around. Obetumi have to fufrum. Yes. Because if she's a young lady, there are still more people around. First of all, she should forgive herself and make it in her mind that I made a mistake and I want to correct it. No matter what the guy say, she can be just a friend to the guy, because maybe he's a good person. So you can, and tell him that I cannot marry you because my conscience will judge me, even if you forgive me and will continue. This is what I did. Or maybe she shouldn't disclose it. Once they have not seen the father, maybe she shouldn't disclose it. Then say that due to certain past issues, I don't think I can go out with you, or I can continue with this marriage. Yes, because listen, me, I'm not thinking about the present situation but the future. Once you accept and they tie the knot, it become everlasting, a lot of issues will come out, a lot of issues. So gradually this thing, the end of it will come. I say ball of suja, I say omo wedding, I say do ne jebi shase. One day ija ne beso na beso on sata ne bia nimfi akwenim enyoma say he cannot go back and reconcile things for her better future. So the earlier better. Under ne nyamias no ye fasting 40 days say akwani yi infoni ne chen na we hu say we aw on your sign of cross no dwane mfi hu.
Stigmatization crowd will kill her. I'm telling you. Because I think personally she should not tell the guy, because obey no now no be man no so abobo ne na fufu amane girl no be miserable. Hey, she cannot even live, in fact, the vicinity. Ghana ha kra onko ha. Hey, Ghana so baton kom.
Because in Beman I'm gonna be we story now. I must start
tell you.
Wow.
Anything
Anything is leakable.
I tell you, what you do inside your room is leakable, and you wouldn't even know who
leaked it.
Thank you.
Wow. Okay.
I think, like you say, it shouldn't even let, if the father have not seen the girl. Omuhuna mon koho. Non ceiling wo baby or one can check guy and say bibintin na wofo peniso or the phone chair na wofo mom peniso. That's all. Mom peniso or yan den mom peniso. We shouldn't accept, because this thing will generate into so many things in future, which I don't think the girl will be ready to stand the future, what this thing will bring.
This is becoming very, very sensitive, and trust me, I don't know how the lady, if she's watching, I don't know how she's feeling now, because wherever you have gotten to, according to the advice from the elderly and from people who have been in the Lord, they are not just church members, they are people who are serving in the house of God, reverend and deaconess, and they are saying that, first of all, don't even attempt telling the guy that this is what had happened in the future. The only thing for you to do is to just back off and say that, you know what, I think at this point in time, I don't think the relationship, but even to go deep, the guy will ask, what at all this while, what at all is it that is making you say that we can't move on all of a sudden? What?
Is it all the relationships you wait here that you you see, she's really put herself in a very tight corner. I don't know how she's going to even stand the my father comes home, sees my husband, the grandchildren. So just imagine if I have this negativity or whatever at the back of my mind. Can I even look at them? Hey, me say me papa no kana be or say would ye share na we hu oba bi na wan ana obema bi no anka say we de ne ho nyefe uni dentia ne ho nyefe pa. Now so something about the person in the second day, third day would attract you. Woni papa ye shia nada, then you come and probably onye si ni dainti obekwa ko chande papa fie kakra na wa sha ne 90 na nka o no ne nam ho na papa yin so se ne ono so wahu dai na wo sheda bagigi ne bi wahu ne ba ne kwadwuma. I'm telling you, obema asam kraba, she should back out for her own safety. Ono kasanya me nkasanya me chia. I wouldn't want to say that one, but near why ye no. And now he has paid her, and she is now reaping what she sowed back in school. I am pleading with young ladies and young guys of today. mesrɛ mo wɔ Yesu Kristo din mu. When you are doing something today, hwɛ ho so yie. Who feel so we were school? Oh yeah, bibia enye namu asam. Let's shift a little from this relationship issue. When you are doing something to somebody now, be careful, because you would pay. Especially when you think you are hurting the person. You know, the lady was using the films that she had to blackmail this man and get money out of him. Now you see how she's paying for it. You are in the university. Somebody writes her assignment, thesis and everything. Then you go and steal it. Now your mouth A plus one. And then the person gets see, because she has to, because this plagiarism or whatever it is, Ghana hanya juma. And then you take it, then you go and pass. Now you pass, so nani pa no try. In fact, in the future, it will show at your workplace. I am telling you, if you are watching me, watch me well. Ebe quite yaw, because a drew brea. I say, but you see what you have learnt, you know, unim she, because you stole it. Ultimately, say now what can be one some ya. Now a dinipana ko say you muno abesheho, forgetting that in the future it come obabe shiao, it will come back to you. So please, let's be mindful and watchful of what we do now, so that in the future we will not face consequences like this. Thank you so much.
I think Mrs. Yashua has spoken out of emotions, because about that. But I think that looking at the whole situation, like you said, you need to back off and then just find another man and then repent. Repent if you are still doing it, because I think the most important or the most critical issue about this whole thing is where she was blackmailing the man. Because there are some people, they've had an affair with some people and then they've had their way out. But there's a case where you were blackmailing the man. One month away now, I'll post the video out, I'll post the picture out, give me 1,000 cities, pass my friend. Some of them can even use it to the advantage of their friends. If you don't do it, I'll leak it, pass my friends. Me came so
that would be disgraced
at all. Yes. And me on mafia, especially when the lecture happens to be a lecture that the guys don't like. And then they appear one bit, because these days guys don't take anything for granted. Me can say be a guy be no or peggy or no, and I also. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe we are having an interesting time. This gospel time. My name is Amart. I want us to go for a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we'll be wrapping up as to what exactly, probably an advice to all young ones going forward in our time and the years to come. We'll be back shortly.
Hi guys, my name is Efo Holali, and this is Worship Gateway TV. Click on that subscribe button and be blessed. Hallelujah.
Worship Gateway TV. Subscribe.
Please subscribe.
Subscribe. Yeah, subscribe to Worship Gateway TV.
Let's worship.
Worship Gateway TV, connecting you to heaven.
Welcome back from that short commercial break. We are wrapping up. As you've heard, lady or whichever lady you are doing such a thing, please stop, because just as it has happened to somebody right now that the person doesn't know, me can be a beman Oscar only problem, you've just lost it because of something you did in the past. So if you are somebody who have started, or you are about to start, or you started and you've gotten somewhere, please stop, because you don't know tomorrow. So Reverend Alex, in wrapping up, before we start reading our comments, I would want you to push out advice to the young ladies and even young guys, because there are some lecturers to who it is guy to a lady, remember the sugar mommy, a guy who happens to be sleeping with the lecturer who is a female. So we would want to give an advice, short advice to such people, what they should do.
Yeah, like I started by saying, You are being sent to school to build up your future and whatever career God has placed in you as a child. Your parents are working hard to make sure that your future ends well with you. You too, you have to do all your best by learning. Once you learn and you know what you're supposed to produce when the time of exams comes, I don't think there will be the need for you to allow yourself to be slept with or to sleep with somebody, either male or female, for you to get marks, because some of these things leads to so many things. Now, spiritually, it can have its effect, because the person you are going to sleep, we don't know the person, his spiritual background, and you are just looking at the whole thing in the facial value and what you can enjoy at the end of that situation. Both you, the lecturer too, you don't know. Some of these young girls, they work in so many mediums, you don't know, and you can get something that will affect you and affect your family as well. But the young ones out there, hard work pays. There's nothing like you working hard, toiling, and at the end coming out with excellent certificate. Whenever you are working, you work chest out. Wherever you go, you have what it takes in you to get whatever position or job you want, and it will be proven when you are being given that job, and that one will even catapult you to a higher level you want to attain in the future. So they should spend time, learn, because most of these people, they spend time just club and chilling. So yes, it's cool. And this thing, when you go on like this in future, when it comes to the time that you have to now the exam sit and give a good account of you won't have anything. So whenever a lecturer come out with this suggestion, you even run for it. But it shouldn't be. When you learn hard and you study your books, no matter what the lecturers do, you can come out. But when they are trying to push you to the wall so that they put all things impediment on your way, report them. Yes, do your work, report them, and at the end you will never regret spending your time with your books and working hard. If you don't give in, like Mrs. Chachu said, no lecturer can force you and drag you. Yes, maybe they will push, but even if they push hard and you don't succumb, it will not end up you and him or you and her in bed. They should learn hard, because they are the future of this our honorable nation Ghana. ama Ghana hwɛ sɛ mobɛsua adeɛ na mo abɛyɛ ekukudam a daakye mo bɛpagya Ghana esi globe no so ma obia Ghana ma abɛyɛ kra bɛhwɛ. Obɛyɛ good MP, obɛyɛ good minister, obɛyɛ good president, good vice. Na saa corruption ye kickback ni adeɛ gyina no start if school wonya apɔ ne adeɛ wo tɔ apɔ wo kɔpɛ adwuma wo betua ho wo kɔyɛ exams wo tua ho ntino saa nti yenjai.
I'm really in love with this advice. I'm so. But Mrs. Chachu, before you even give advice, when Rev was talking, the latter part, and then the Spirit of God done something on me, because our show it has the basis of the Bible as our core mark of advice. So should I say that as a student, one of the most important things, if you're not giving your life to Christ, you need to give your life to Christ. Because if you are somebody who is dedicated to the things of God, you wouldn't easily succumb to such acts. So what would you want to say in regards from that angle? Before you wrap up.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. So when you want wisdom, fear God. Simple.
When you want wisdom, fear God.
Penyansa biserade na nasa nimdie inhunumu ni nimdie nyina fierade ho. When you want to learn a language, some of us na yenim she. So sometimes when I'm going to the exams room, I just say rade wa unim dada minim she itikwe bo menam e amakai kai. And I always tell myself I wouldn't want to rewrite any of my papers. And Nyamiadum, I never wrote any of my, I never rewrote any of my papers. No, because the fear of the Lord, Sunday school, Yakobi pa. So I want to tell each and every one of us, all the youngsters, it is not easy. Peer pressure, temptations, sahodo, it is not easy. We are not sitting here like angels, no. But we are trying to tell you that in social nebeba, in social it will come. Hey, me say even your friends or omobesha da shishe, omo who say we do krife dudu. Omobesha da shishe ne ya sheda connect bema bia be shede mo na ase wu twembi no ukowra ho o me kosara madamfo na ya connect. In fact, they will plan. But we are telling you that a two dear a day say ya sufferade. Because it is God who can take you to where you would want to be. If you want to be successful in life, do the things of God. Or for your bompire ya bobi, ye kwa sorry ya kobi. You will spend all your time in the church. One day, one day, just one day, it will surprise you. May apostolic in. So let me tell you, when new people come into the church, first not eternal. Na ye mikana ye de man pedifono. Na ye mikana de handkerchief kata nipaniti. And Drew baby no ye penifon will say no. Mani pani metenasi. Mani metin nyamia samne ye drew. E bebre brow. Me say what no crowd de bar sorry no. Oba na obetu obi de na wa hye no ayika me say next time mo ba wankasa otibu abebu for yes nti wo besesa watade hyem wo besesa wo suban bi. So please give your life to Christ. We are not saying that it is easy, but try and then God will help. Enu ti na Yesu Kristo ko no oja hom konkon say onye ye mboafo ne ye kai fo. So when you don't know for direction, and it will work for you. Amen.
Wow. This has been a wonderful and interesting. I must say that I've loved this episode so much because the advice left, right, come on. And before we go, I would like to read a few comments. Ishmael Teria, wow, Ishmael, you're always watching. You get airtime very soon. Don't worry. He's always watching and commenting. He said the lady should back off and the guy should be careful because the lady can still be having an affair with her in-law after marriage. Aside that it's incest or something, I don't know. Yeah, incest, yeah. And then Joshua, I said on points. I salute you, sir. Okay, so Sabana boy, if you my wife is also watching, she's like wow. And Ismail Terry again says that we all said this. And Emmanuel Efo says the girl should run without looking back. He says the girl should run without looking back. Joshua comes again and says that yes, hard work pays. Rosemond Achampon says in all you do, get closer to God. That's all. He will definitely get you through. And she also says that love what Mrs. Chachu is saying. You stay under God's cover and one day he will get you to your destination. Hallelujah. God bless you so much for your comments, and I believe that you've been a blessing, and one day when your friend is going through such at, you would want to advise her or refer her to Worship Gateway TV on YouTube so that she'll come and watch Gospel Time, this particular show. Reverend Alessego and Mrs. Chachu giving this advice so that she'll advise herself, because when she gets into it and then the consequences come, she shouldn't even blame her mother. Some of them want to blame and then No. Where? Wow, JJ. God bless you so much. Before we go, I would like to, like, with a humble heart and with all humility, let you know that tomorrow I'm releasing my first single. It's Undeniable God. Undeniable, it's on your screen. Undeniable God. Tomorrow 4 p.m. sharp, we are having a virtual release concert for it, and I believe that it's going to be a blessing. Wherever you are, please connect. Follow me on YouTube, Amart Music, on Facebook, Amart, because it'll be streamed on both channels, on Facebook and on YouTube. Amart Music on YouTube and Amart on Facebook, so that you can have interactions. You can share it to friends and all that. It's already premiered on my channel, so you can go there and then go and start sharing it and all that. And then we also have Spirit Life Conference coming up. Apostle Leboko Simpson of Destiny Transformation Center is inviting you to the Spirit Life Conference 2020. I believe this year is going to be awesome. It's going to be superb. It's next, I believe it's on your screen. It's next month in November, and I believe that your life is never going to be the same again. I believe one of these days you are going to invite him before the conference. You are going to invite him one-on-one to have a very intense discussion with him. This has been Gospel Time, and I want to say thank you to Reverend Alex Sego and also Mrs. Chacho for honoring our invitation. It's not easy to get people like this, trust me. It's not easy to get people like this, and I want to thank everybody who watched and everybody who shared, and thanks to the boss of Worship Gateway TV, Dr. Techi. Anything IT, you can contact us and we'll get it fixed for you. If you want advert for your concert or live streaming for anything, please contact us and we'll be a blessing to you. This has been Gospel Time. My name is Amart. We'll see you next week, same time, same place. Bye-bye.
Hi guys, my name is Efo Holali and this is Worship Gateway TV. Click on that subscribe button and be blessed. Hallelujah.
Worship Gateway TV.
Subscribe.
Please subscribe.
Subscribe. Yeah, subscribe to Worship Gateway TV.
Let's worship.
Worship Gateway TV, connecting you to heaven.